가자. 새로운 퀘스트. 교장 선생님 이야기. 어허, 이런. 저거 한 게임 해야겠구만.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
이건 뭐지? 100?
Accio.
아, 저기를 올리면 100점이야. 오.
You didn't see that.
한층 더 미쳤네.
이야, 돌아버렸다니. 어디 그럼 가볍게 당겨볼까? 야, 떨어지면 안 돼. 아, 씨, 떨어졌어.
Accio.
얘가 50을 먹어버리네.
이야
수도
찝찝도 안 해.
하지만 나에겐 작전이 있지. 야이씨, 나 떨어지면 안 되는데. 기회는 한 번뿐. 됐다. 이거는 50점으로 오기만 하면 된다.
과연
아, 너무 세. 아씨, 짜증나네 이거. 한 판 더.
Seems I got the better of you.
왜 이렇게 세냐 내꺼. 아시오가 아주 강력해졌는데?
Seems you couldn't get the upper hand that time. How about another round?
이거 끝나면 지도 알려줌.
Let's have it.
Then take your mark.
얘가 쓰는 아시오랑 내가 쓰는 아시오가 위력이 달라. 얘는 천천히 오는데 내 건 존내 빨라 그냥.
Accio.
저렇게
고독회
천천히 오는데.
3대서 등장하지 않았나?
그래서 그 얘기하던데 뭐 호수에서는 도와줘서 고맙다고.
You didn't see that.
나도 정확히 기억은 안 나지만 뭔 쾌를 하긴 했어. 이거 존내 빨라.
아 개인가 보다.
적당히 멈춰야겠다.
Accio.
그 갑오 잃어버려서 찾아주네.
저거 개사기요. 저렇게 천천히 움직이면은 100점 올릴 수 있지. 어찌 이럴 수 있냐. 잠깐, 왜 나왔어? 한 번 더 눌린 거야? 왜? 힘 조절만 잘하자.
Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a
그거만
good game though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has ever
잠수해서
beaten
그
me. She's very good. But
인원지
if you play the way you
뭔지
did
그
against
걔가
me, you might stand a chance.
숨겨놨다던 보물 찾아줬던 그거 보면 빰빰 얘는 됐고 빨리 교장
아니 그거 말고 그 전에 잠수 한 번 더함.
한 번 더 했다고? 뭐 어쨌든
이상한 소형 지구본 같은 도구 찾아주네.
기억 안 나.
I don't know
뭐야,
why
이거
you
어디로
always
가야
get
돼?
a snitch from me.
Because I told you.
아 내비가 뭐 있다고야 지금.
Soon get us a snitch.
이거 봐라. 내비가 이거 제정신이 아니구만.
지도나 찾으러 갑시다 키키윽.
나 어이가 없네 진짜. 아 내비가 왜 있다고야. 야 내비야. 이렇게 가잖아?
Sometimes I'm not fully sure.
갑자기 경로를 바꿔요. 그래서 이렇게 가.
Don't you find? It's
또 경로를
genuinely
바꿔요.
questionable as to whether the man
계속
that
바꿔.
posted
이런 쓰레기 같은.
이게 지하라 길찾기 노드가 이상한가 봐.
버그지 뭐. 길 못 찾으면 버그지. 버그 개똥만 개.
지도에서 제일 밑에
저기 내실이 어느 루트였더라.
근데 빠른 이동하면 되잖아.
빠른 이동? 이게 돼? 내실로 바로 갈 수 있어?
비밀의 방.
어.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
떴다.
Professor Fig will know what to do.
I wouldn't bother yourself about that.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
ㅎㅍ and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. ㅎㅍ knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with ㅎㅍ directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible.
지리네.
I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
호가와.
Professor, a moment of your time, please.
What?
Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this wrong.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners? You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
내가 다 지켜보고 있다고. 어?
Well, there's one for my diary.
이거 꿀잼인걸?
If I had to pick a professor to race against, it would be...
이번엔 또 누구를 만날까?
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor Black,
How
are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
오민스
Taking the day
너 혼
off,
좀
eh?
나야겠어.
Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuba pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
어허.
I assure you, I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is very wrong.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision
개최하자.
regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But
좋은 생각.
the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game?
Silly game?
You are quite impossible sometimes.
Oh my god.
Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
어허. 제발 그렇게
Good
해주세요.
idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
어허.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
요장의 업보 청산
He's
들어가자.
coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are
Broom.
swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
뭐하나 자네들.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What?
What?
Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never...
정말 이해할 수 없군.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master...
Screw!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
오씨. 감히 내 말에 돌을 달아?
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
What?
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
좀 그만해라. 이렇게 떨어지면 숨기. 난리 났고.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to...
What? 아,
You know what?
그
Meet me in
알
the town circle in Hogsmeade.
돌려주기. 왜 메인키 안 열리나? 교장실. 교장실이 어딨니?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
이런 게 있었어?
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Descendo. Rependo. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
호그와트 수수께끼를 하나 풀어야겠구나.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
와우.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
이런 데 더 있다고? 3.
Aloha Mora.
3짜리에 있겠다.
Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Revelio.
왜 선택이 안 되니?
Revelio.
What?
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
와, 씨.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
재빠르고 조심스럽게 움직여야.
The first you will need is a cloak.
와, 지린다잉.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
No.
뭐야 갑자기 장르 이상해졌네.
Oh shit. 튀어.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
너 공격도 안 되고.
I need to time this just right.
바로 지금. 오 쉣, 안 돼.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
바로 지금. 와우 씨. No. 이게 무슨
Ladder.
일일까?
Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. Come on, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
너무 많아. 지금이니?
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Oh my god. 지금이니? 지금이니?
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance.
지금이니?
That's the way forward.
Yes. 가자.
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
이것이 투명망토구만.
뭐지? 이 문으로 가는 건가? 안 열리고 점프도 안 되고. 여기로도 안 가지고. 아, 여기로 이렇게 돌아서 여기 못 가네. 어이씨, 그냥 갈 수 있나?
They can't see me at all.
와,
I can get closer to them.
개사기네. 아예 감지도 안 되는.
This is the way
성능적구만.
forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
신비한 지팡이. 싸울 수 있는 거야?
Bombarder. Revelio.
그게 덤블도어가 갖고 있는 전설의 딱총나무 지팡이.
아 이거 4개밖에 못 쓰는구나.
죽음의 선물 중 하나인가 보다.
어우 성능 좋은데.
Revelio.
그래도 세계 최강의 지팡이라고.
Defender. Descender. Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender.
bombarder가 진짜 성능이 확실하네. 아.
Bombarder. Depulsor.
작전전을 방해하려니. 아씨. 미션이 뭐야?
Defender. Descender. Bombarder. Revelio. Revelio.
얘랑 싸워야 되는 거 아니지? 쉣.
Defender.
프로리.
Defender. Bombarder.
어우씨. 강력한데.
Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender.
아.
Defender. Bombarder.
23,000개? 잘못했네.
Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Defender. Bombarder.
와 진짜 3만 딜.
Defender. Descender. Bombarder. Defender.
저기 충격하라.
Defender.
안 되는
Bombarder.
길게 가. 잠깐 붙자 이 말이야. 아두야. 왼쪽 두 마리.
Defender.
아.
Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor.
솔직히 트롤 물량은 선 넘었다.
트롤은 물량으로 던지면 좋지 않아.
Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor.
아, 야 걔가 길을 막아. 어이가 없네.
Bombarder. Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Bombarder. Protego. Stupid. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Depulsor. Descender. Revelio.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
올. 신비한 돌.
저게 부활의 돌인가 봄. 죽음의 성물 3가지. 투명 망토. 딱총나무 지팡이.
You are
부활의
far
돌.
from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
보이는 게 전부가 아니란다.
I can't believe she's dead.
뭐라고? 그럼 리암을 부활시켜.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
No.
Neve, why?
We won't be the same without her.
오우 씨. 너 아직도 있었냐?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
새로운 파수꾼.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
기다려야 되나? 기다리면서 다른 걸 하고 있으면 되는 건가?